What if I told you that within the next decade, your brain could be upgraded like a smartphone? Right now, in labs across the world, scientists are developing technology that will let you Google something with your mind, solve complex math equations in microseconds, even download skills directly into your memory. Sounds like science fiction, right? It's not. It's happening right now. But here's the question nobody's asking. When we start upgrading humans, who gets left behind? If this keeps you up at night, smash that subscribe button because we're about to go deep. Let's start with the good news. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, are genuinely changing lives. People who couldn't walk for decades are now taking their first steps. Patients locked inside their own bodies can finally communicate with loved ones. In 2024, Neuralink implanted their first chip into a human patient. His name is Nolan Arbaugh, and this guy can now control a computer cursor with his thoughts alone. He's playing chess, video games, browsing the internet, all with his mind. That's incredible. That's healing. But here's where things get complicated. Because these companies, they're not stopping at healing. They're planning something much, much bigger. They want to enhance healthy humans, and that changes everything. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a chip in your head that gives you perfect memory. Never forget a name. Never lose a password. Every book you've ever read accessible instantly. Now imagine searching the entire internet with a thought. Like that. Neuralink's Elon Musk has openly stated the goal: symbiosis with artificial intelligence. The vision is simple. Terrifying, but simple. Connect human brains directly to AI to amplify our cognitive abilities beyond biological limits. And look, I get the appeal. Who wouldn't want to be smarter, to learn languages in hours instead of years, to outthink any problem? But let me ask you something. If thinking becomes a technology, and technology can be bought, what happens to everyone who can't afford the upgrade? This is the part that keeps ethicists up at night. Right now, the average smartphone costs a few $100s. Early neural implants? We're talking potentially hundreds of thousands. So picture this future with me. It's 2040. You walk into a job interview. Across the table sits someone with a cognitive enhancement chip. They can process information 10 times faster than you. They have instant access to every database on the planet. They never get nervous because they've optimized their emotional responses. Do you get the job? Do you even stand a chance? We already live in a world where your zip code predicts your lifespan, where wealthy families can afford tutors, better schools, and opportunities that others can't. But this is inequality hardwired into human biology. Bioethicist Francis Fukuyama called this scenario a potential genetic overclass, a world split into two species, the enhanced and everyone else. And once that gap opens, it may never close, because the enhanced will have every advantage to stay enhanced, to pass those advantages to their children, while the rest of humanity falls further and further behind. But let's say you can afford the upgrade. Let's say you get the chip. Here's a question that should terrify you. Who owns your thoughts? When an AI is connected directly to your brain, interpreting your neural signals, predicting your desires, influencing your decisions, where do you end and the machine begin? Think about it. Every thought you have could theoretically be recorded, analyzed, sold. Advertisers in your mind, governments monitoring your intentions before you even act on them. In 2023, UNESCO released a report warning that neurotechnology could fundamentally threaten mental privacy and cognitive liberty. They called for immediate global regulation. But the problem is, the technology is moving faster than the laws. What happens when you can't trust your own thoughts? When you don't know if that craving, that opinion, that choice was really yours or just code? This isn't about privacy anymore. This is about the very definition of what it means to be human. Look, I'm not saying we should stop this technology. BCIs will help millions of people live better lives. They already are. But we're standing at a crossroads, and the decisions we make in the next few years will shape the next century. Do we create a world where enhancement is a basic right, available to everyone? Or do we let the market decide who gets to evolve? Do we protect mental privacy before it's violated? Or do we wait until it's too late? These aren't questions for scientists and billionaires to answer alone. These are questions for all of us. So here's what I want you to do. Think about it. Talk about it. Because your thoughts, they might be the last thing you truly own. If this video made you think, drop your take in the comments. Would you get a brain chip? Where do you draw the line? Subscribe and hit that bell because we're diving deeper into the future before it becomes the present. I'll see you in the next one.